Berser. How you doing? Pretty sure you're coming from BerserkTools, aren't you? Good. So, first we are going to cover what is probably the most important thing, because it's the only way that you could get what you need, and it's the generation. So, the generation usually only happens a little bit closer to deep slate, but it can happen really, really close to the surface, and it's actually pretty common too. So if we go down into the caves here, if we look around enough, we should see it. So the likelihood of you finding it in like these small caverns is very unlikely. The best way to find it usually is to go into caves like these, because it makes seeing it really easy. So this is what you're looking for. Depending on where it generated, it's really, really easy to spot. And also depending on if it's dark, like, it's probably like pitch black where I am right now, so you would barely be able to see this. And oftentimes, they do not generate in more than 4 veins, but there is one mod that you can run that might help. I don't know if it works with that, I don't know if it's like compatible with it, but it is bigger ore veins, where it just has a higher chance of spawning gigantic ore veins, like absolutely massive. Like I think 64 is like the max size for that or something. I don't know. I'm gonna build a display real quick so I can show you the different stuff easier. Montage. So, what we have here is an assortment of different items here, as you can see behind me. So, every single thing, we'll get to those, but technically, this adventure of like way too overpowered stuff for the rarity that it is starts right here. The Berserkite Shard. Now this is what you will get, a single one of these per block, and it takes a total of 4 shards to create one of these. This is Berserkite stage 1. This is where you start getting somewhere. You have to smelt this down, and then after you smelt this down, you get the ingot. This is truly where you start unlocking a lot of capabilities. First, we have the pickaxe. This thing, pretty OP, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, we're in Deep Slate Cave. This is how fast a netherite pickaxe mines. Okay. And this is how fast Berserkite pick that's 25% better mines. You can choose whichever one's faster, but technically the Berserkite pick is faster. Not by too much, but it is. If we move on to the axe. I'm not going to showcase this one because this is relatively unimpressive, but yeah, it's there. It's there, alright. Anyway, onto the sword. It's pretty powerful. Trust me. This is the sword. Right now there are no monsters down here. All you need for a maxed out armor stat is this. It gives you 120 armor, plus 5 armor toughness, and plus 2 knockback resistance. This, heck, I think you only, actually, yeah, you only need boots for a full armor thing, but I'm gonna equip both because, yes, I don't want to die while I'm trying to show you that. There's one. Now, normally, a A netherite sword would not be able to kill this guy in just one hit. That's unenchanted. But this, single shot, no problem. This guy does basically nothing to me. Whenever it does sweeping attacks, though, it does not do as much damage. So that was the sword. Pretty good, right? This thing, I need to work on the textures. Like, look at that. Why is it pink? Why is it pink? That's supposed to be wood. What's going on here? Huh? The shovel. Again, a weird texture. But this thing, this isn't the impressive shovel. This is probably as good as an enchanted netherite shovel with a little bit of efficiency. Actually, no, not even enchanted. It's probably just regular netherite shovel, even though it is 25% better. It's not that good. Then the hoe. Why does this exist? And also, look at that texture. I made these textures at like the beginning of the year and have not fixed the tool textures at all. Anyway, the armor. Again, this is pretty powerful. I am one of the most OP creatures in the game right now. To be honest, I could probably take at least 20 nether what's that guy's name? Wither shots to the chest. I could probably just keep taking those and be just fine. The withering would kill me though, but here is the block. Of course, I already showed you this. However, I have not shown you how hard it is to mine. You're gonna try and mine it with a diamond pickaxe, and yeah, it takes a decent amount of time. This takes longer than obsidian to break. Oh, that's a bug. It's supposed to drop a shard. Oh, whatever. I'll fix that in the future. Anyway, then the block doesn't take that long, but you can break it down into the... Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna need to, fix that badly. That sucks. Anyway. That is it for Berserk Guide Stage 1. I'm not going to bug fix right now because I do not want to. I'm going to go to the nether because I got to show you the second stage. God, that is so lucky. That is like the absolute luckiest thing I've ever seen happen. So, first up, we've got the Berserkite block. We got the Berserkite block. So this is stage 2. That's why we're in the nether. Stage 2 is a lot harder to find. I think I actually see some on the ceiling right now. No, okay, never mind. It's a lot harder to find, but it spawns from 1 to 256 in the nether. Only in the nether, exclusively. Stage 3 will be intended to spawn in the end when that update comes out. And then stage 4 will have to be a combination of all of them. And then Infused stage 4 will require you to go to the dimension that I'm going to add to get. Actually, no, I think stage 4 will be from the dimension that I'm going to make. And it will make all previous tools feel like you're using netherite in the overworld. Even though when you're in the overworld with the tools, it makes you feel like you're a god because you're like using tools that are like way overpowered. Anyway, Berserkite stage 2 is not that bad. It's here. It's stage 2. But there is one issue, and it's the names of the stage 2s and 1s. Sometimes it's TWO, sometimes it's just the number 2. But I'll fix that in future updates. This is why it's so hard to find. I will probably improve the texture a little bit, but I feel like this actually kind of works. I might replace the black with the gray. You'll see in a second why. But this, I actually haven't tested how hard it is to mine with pretty sure you have to use netherite to mine it, but I'm gonna actually test it right. Okay. Oh boy. So mining this with netherite takes about the same as mining stage 1 with diamond. And when you finally break it, it gives you a shard. Very, very tiny. Don't miss it. Ignore the fact that it doesn't glint like these two. I gotta fix that. I gotta remove the glint for anything before stage 3. But you got this. You got this little thing. No, it's not a secret among us. Trust me, it's not. Next, the armor. The armor actually is not that bad. It is really OP. Like, compare this to the thing before. Since it's double as good as stage 1 is, look at that. Oh yeah, it's OP, to say the least. And I intend for stage 4 to be like you are actually unkillable without someone who is the other player or going into the dimension using an item that I'm going to add in the future, which is secret. It's not even listed, but yeah. So we start out. Well, this is the shard. This is the shard. You start out with the shard. You have to get the shard, and then you have to actually. I don't know the recipe for this. Hold on. The recipe to make this requires 9. A full crafting bench. So this is way, 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 way harder than netherite to be found. Since only 4 spawn per chunk, like 4 deposits spawn per chunk, and the max amount that can be in each deposit is 4 without mods, that means that you're gonna be in the nether for a while. TNT mining is still viable. That is actually viable, but it's a lot harder to find because it is like very inconsistent, and it is the ore is actually only found where I am right now, the nether wastes. You have to be in the nether wastes in order to actually find the ore. Once you get this, you are going to have to smelt it. You're gonna have to smelt it into the ingot. You have to blast it actually, and it takes about 5 seconds to hit the stage 2. Gives you 1 XP. I will change the smelting time and stuff like that in the future, don't worry about it. Also, if you have silk touch and you break one of these, you can just smelt it down into that. I also gotta change the... Actually, hold on, no. I'm gonna leave this like this. So basically, if you have silk touch, it's faster and you get more XP to get shards. But at the same time, you can just skip this stage and just get shards, but it's good for XP farming, I guess. So just don't mind this with silk touch, you'll regret your life decisions. I actually don't know how fast. Pickaxe. The texture is so much better. Like, oh yeah, it's like way better. And actually, I think the first thing that you should probably make is absolutely this pickaxe. You should always make the pickaxe first, because then getting this is a tiny bit faster. Not by much, but it is faster. Next is the axe. Again, the texture's so much better. Again, I can't demonstrate the axe, but trust me, it's a lot faster. But to be honest, you'd probably be just better off enchanting your netherite axe. The axe is kind of a waste of investment. Up until probably, like, if you enchant this, would probably be like ultra, like, awesome. The sword. Well, I'll test this out here in a second. We'll leave that there, but we'll get back to the sword. You already know it does 2 times damage. Actually, wait, no, I'm supposed to be showcasing that. 100 attack damage. I believe the Ender Dragon has about 200 hit points or something, so you can take the Ender Dragon down in 2 hits. The shovel. This is as good as, this is like actually twice as good as a enchanted netherite shovel with beacon powers. This is something that you want to get if you're a landscaper and you just love evaporating the landscape. It's so useful. Then you got the hoe. I don't know why you would want this, but it's here. And actually, that's not all. Don't leave yet, but we got a little bit more to go. Well, hopefully that helped you guys. Goodbye.